And we'll start the class today in a wide-legged child's pose. So, big toes touching, knees open wide. And let yourself relax in between your legs. Forehead either on a block or on the floor. And just letting your chest relax towards the mat. So today's class is going to be a simple flow, but we're going to play with 1 minute holds. So we have played with this before, and it is a really nice way to spend a little bit of time in each pose, exploring where you feel it and how you can feel it more or less. So yeah, it's nice to have that time just to explore the pose. It can be quite challenging as well, so do what you need to do, and if you want to have a block handy to support yourself in certain poses, then have that handy. It's going to be quite rhythmical as we move into, or as we start to layer the poses on. So create a nice steady rhythm with your breathing that's going to help you as we start to flow. So lengthening the inhale and the exhale. Breathing in and out through your nose. Letting the breath help your body to relax. You might feel a little stretch in your feet, in your legs or your back. But use the breath to help you relax into the shape. You might want to creep the fingers a little bit further forward so you're getting more of an extension through your spine. Maybe let your head move from side to side so you're getting a little bit of movement in your neck. And looking forwards, come up onto all fours. Try not to use the rhythm of your breath. Yeah. Bring your knees together and then slide right knee to right wrist, right foot towards the left wrist. Just a little pigeon pose to get us started. Then come down onto your forearms. Have a little look at your back leg. Make sure it's in line with the edge of the mat. Yeah, it's a good way to check if you're in alignment. Think about moving your right hip back, and then you could reach the hands forwards unless it feels better for you to be on your forearms. And if this hurts your knee at all, then flip yourself on your back and just hug your thigh into your chest. Yeah. Breathing in. And breathing out. You can stay like this for one more breath, or take a twist. Left arm underneath your body towards the right side. Right fingers to the top of the mat. You can rest your head on a block or on the floor. Introducing a little bit of a twist. Untwisting. Bring yourself back. Tuck your back toes up into down dog. See how that feels now in your right leg and your right hip. You can wiggle the hips from side to side. And then bringing your left knee to your left wrist. Left foot towards the right wrist, and then just start to walk the back leg away, so coming into the other side. And same thing now, you can come onto your forearms if that feels better. You can reach the arms all the way out in front. You have a little peek at your right leg, just make sure it's in line with the edge of the mat. Any problems with the knee, you could try bringing the heel closer towards your left hip, or you can just flip yourself on your back. Yeah, so listen to your body on that one. You can stay here like this for another breath, or take the twist. Right arm underneath your body towards the left side. And it's a big twist in this pose, so don't worry, maybe your head can be on a block. If you manage to get into it and it feels tight, then really make the breathing long, slow, and steady. Bringing your left hand back in, picking yourself back up. Now tuck your back toes under and take the left leg back. Okay, so now both legs, hopefully your hips are ready for this down dog shape. It's nice to do a little wiggle. Some people just like stillness. Wherever you are, maybe you could have your knees bent to start with and really push the mat away with the hands so the hips get higher, you get that nice long lower back. Breathing in through your nose. And open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Come up high onto your toes and bring yourself forwards into a plank pose. Lower the knees to the floor and then lower your whole body down onto the mat. Opening up the shoulder the other way now. Right arm in line with the right shoulder. Spin the left hip back on top of the right. And you can let your left foot rest behind your right leg. Let your head rest on the floor, but make sure your right palm is pressing down. Yes, you should feel a stretch in the front of your right shoulder blade. Maybe you feel it somewhere else. I also get a little stretch in the left side of my neck and a little bit of opening in my left hip. It's also a nice little twist through your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Lay your body back down onto the mat and we go for the other side. Okay, so bring your right arm in. You might need to shake that out a little bit. Left arm, have a look at it. Make sure it's in line with your left shoulder. Keep the arm straight, the palm facing down, and then peel right hip back on top of left. Right foot behind the left leg if you can, and you can let your head rest on the floor here. You can use your right hand to push yourself into it a little bit more if you need more. Otherwise, relaxing into that left shoulder. Feeling the opening in your right hip. And then bringing your body back down onto your mat. And then bring your left arm in, shake out the shoulder. Now make sure you've got your hands right below your shoulders. Lift your shoulder heads up and down the back. And I push your hands and just keep your elbows bent. And then as the elbows are bent, could you try and wiggle your hips towards your hands? Inhale. And as you exhale, lower yourself back down. Okay, and this time, try and wiggle your hips closer towards your hands. And then inhale, lift the shoulders up and down the back, and then lift yourself up. Maybe you could straighten your arms to see what's available to you. And then taking your hips back into your child's pose. Hips into your heels, and then just counterposing that big back bend there that you just did. Inhale. And exhale. How does those first few poses feel in your body? So looking forwards, come up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up into your downward dog. Okay. Step your feet together and lift your right leg to the sky. Lift it as high as you can without opening the hip. And then bend the knee and then send the knee up to the sky. So you are opening up the hip now. Bring the knee into your nose. Try and slot your foot inside the hands. Come up into a high lunge. That's it. Good. So now find your balance here. Reach your arms forwards. Make sure you can see them. We're here for 1 minute. Tuck your tail under. Try and lift taller.
So it might be handy if you could close your eyes here. See if that can challenge your balance. And make sure the breath is slow and steady. How is the stretch feeling through the left leg? Can you feel weight in your right heel? Could you even wiggle your right toes? Staying here for a few more breaths. Okay, maybe 1 minute is 5 long, slow breaths. Can you get a little bit deeper into your low lunge now? Or your high lunge, sorry. Knee over the ankle. 5 more seconds to go. Good, now as you exhale, take your hands either side, front foot. Front foot moves to the back. How's that all feel in your body? Elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down, dropping your knees if you need to. Come into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Take it back into your downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. So stepping your feet together so the big toes touch. Lift your left leg up. Now get the leg as high as you can without opening the hip. Then bend the knee and send the knee up to the sky. How's that feel there through the right leg? Bring the knee into the nose, slot your foot next to your left hand. And then make your way up into your high lunge on the other side. Okay, so getting yourself comfortable. Tucking the tail, drawing your belly button back, feeling the chest draw towards the fingers. Can you feel the weight in the back foot? And make sure you can feel your baby toes as well as the big toe. And can you feel the front heel and maybe wiggle the toes on that left foot? Tucking your tail a little bit more. Drawing the chest forwards a little bit more. If you've got your balance, could you close your eyes? Get that rhythm with your breathing. Maybe it is 5 breaths for a minute. 5 slow breaths. 10 more seconds to go. Where are you feeling it? And then next time you exhale, take the hands either side, front foot. Front foot to the back. Dropping your knees if you want, or vinyasa. Just elbows bend, lift the head and chest up as you come up to our cobra. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale, push the mat away. See if you can almost push your hips back into a wall. Or your sit bones into a wall. Step your feet together, big toes touch. Breathe in, lift the right leg as high as you can without opening the hip. Bend the knee and then open the hip, so you're sending your knee up high. Right knee into nose, slot the foot next to your right hand. Inhale, come up, high lunge. Exhale, drop the back heel, 45. Walk the right foot forwards, warrior 2. That's it. And make sure your front knee is over your front ankle. Here we go for 1 minute. You can close your eyes. Spread the fingers away from each other. Tuck your tail under even here. Could you move your right toes? Can you feel your baby toe of the back foot? And although you're sinking down, can you feel the crown of the head move up? You turn your gaze over the front hand, even if you've got your eyes closed. And try and draw both shoulder blades down the back. Inhaling, maybe you're on your 3rd breath. Exhaling. 10 more seconds to go. Imagine now that you squeeze the feet towards each other, like your feet are coming in towards the midline. 1 last breath. Good, release. Take your right hand down. Big circle, left arm up and over your head. Walk your right foot over, right leg to the back of the mat. I certainly feel it there in my right leg.
Lower the knees if you need, or elbows brush the rib cage. Coming into cobra or upward dog. Take it up and back, downward dog. So that vinyasa, just linking it all together. Step your feet together. Lift your left leg to the sky. Lift it as high as you can, but keep your hips level. Then bend the knee and open the hip. Bring your left knee into your nose. Try and slot your foot inside the hand. See however you can get there. And then reach your arms up into your high lunge. Good. So now drop your back heel 45 and then spread the fingers apart. We're here for 1 minute. Good. Go through all the checkpoints. So although you're sinking down, can you lift up? Can you reach the fingers away from each other? Is your front knee above your front ankle? And can you wiggle your front toes? At the same time, feeling your back baby toe. That's it. Make sure your body isn't over your front leg, but is centered. Maybe gazing over your front hand. Few more breaths. Every exhale sinking into the pose. If your legs are talking to you, listen. Is it all right for you to be here a little bit longer? Can you draw energy from the earth to help you be here? Imagine that your feet are portals, and that from the feet draw the energy from the earth. We're done. Left hand comes down, touch the floor. Big circle, right arm up and over your head. Plant the hand, pick the heel up, front foot to the back. Oh, that left leg feeling alive. Elbows brush the rib cage. Going through your flow, you know what to do. Meet me in a downward facing dog. Big breath in. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good, bend those knees to get the hips up a wee bit higher. From here, step your big toes together. Lift the right leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Bring your knee into your nose, slot your foot inside the hands. Reaching your arms up into high lunge. Dropping the back heel 45, walk your front foot forwards. Flip the right palm forwards and then reach it back and bend deep into the front leg. This is reverse warrior. Take it into side angle. Right forearm onto the thigh, left fingers to the sky. Or right hand inside right foot, left fingers to the sky. Okay, now if you've got the hand on the floor, try and hover the fingertips off. Here for 1 minute. If you've got your forearm on the thigh, try and not sink into the thigh. Try and push away. Squeeze your feet towards each other. If you have got your fingertips on the floor, have a look at them. Are your fingernails going white? That means your arm is doing all the work. Can your legs do the work more? If your neck is hurting, look down at your hand. Hold it there for a few more breaths. Okay, let the breath take you away. For this last breath, reach the left arm up and over your head. Wherever you are, forearm on thigh or hand on the floor. One more breath. Twist the right rib cage towards the left side. We've got this. Hang tight. Look down. Left hand comes down. Right hand goes over to the right. That's a tough one. Pick your back heel up. Right foot over to the right. And then front foot to the back. Wow, that right hip feels good. Elbows brush the rib cage, lower down. Lifting the head and chest up. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Wiggle that out. Look forwards to the next side. Step your feet together. Lift your left leg to the sky, nice and straight. Heel into bottom, open up the hip. Left knee into nose, slot the foot inside the hands. This is where we get the rhythm now.
Lifting the arms up into high lunge. Then dropping the back heel, 45, into your warrior two. Flip the front palm, just here for a moment in reverse warrior. And then two options, forearm five, right arm to the sky, or left hand inside left foot. Wherever you are, try not to put too much weight into the fingertips, and nor too much weight into your forearm. Hold it there. If you like, close your eyes. If your neck is hurting, look down at your left hand. Breathe, nice, slow, steady breaths. Okay, could the breath take you away? Imagine you're pressing your feet towards each other. Notice if you're starting to prop yourself up. The last few breaths, right arm up and over your head. Good. And if you're feeling a little bit of discomfort, you can smile. Smile through it, know that it's going to be over soon. Take one more breath. Lower the right hand down. Oof, well done, left hand over to the left side. Pick your back heel up and then front foot to the back. I'm right with you, I feel it. Elbows brush the rib cage. Coming cobra or upward facing dog. Taking it back into your downward facing dog. Hold it there, big breath in. Long breath out. All right, guys, we keep on moving. Step your feet together. Make this rhythmical now. Inhale, right leg up. Heel to bottom, open up the hip. However you can, right knee into nose, right foot inside the right hand. Inhaling, arms up into your high lunge. Drop the back heel, 45. Walk your front foot forwards. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards, and then take it back. Breathe into the side. Forearm to thigh, left arm to the sky, or right hand inside right foot. So we're back here. Now if you've got the forearm on the thigh, start to straighten the front leg and rest your hand on your shin. And if your hand is inside your front foot, just work on straightening the front leg. Good. Hold it there. We're here 1 minute. So think about this front leg now, your right leg. The femur bone pushing into the hip joint. So the femur bone is the bone at the top of your leg. Try and squeeze through your right heel so the right leg moves into that right hip joint. And you can put your left hand on your hip and try and peel the left hip open. Try and bring your left rib cage more to the left. Okay, so hand on your shin is perfectly fine here. Hold it there. Few more breaths. Get lost in the rhythm of your breath. So if I was there with you now, I would be encouraging your right rib cage towards the left side. I would be encouraging this left hip open. If your neck's hurting, look down at your right hand, and just for this last breath, reach the left arm up and over your head. One more breath. Good, look down, bend into your front knee, left hand down. Oof. Right hand over to the right, wiggle your right foot over, and front foot to the back. Vinyasa, go with your flow. Make this an opportunity for you to stretch it out, ease it out, get the blood flowing into the joints. Step your feet together. Breathe in, lift left leg up. Heel into bottom, open up the hip. Breathe out, bring your knee into your nose. Step your foot next to your hand. Come up, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, drop the back heel, 45. Walk your front foot forwards. Inhale, flip the palm, reach it forwards, and then take it back. Breathe into the side. So back into side angle. Forearm thigh, right arm up, or left hand inside left foot. Right fingers up. Good, so if you've got your forearm on the thigh, start to straighten the front leg, hand on your shin, twist the chest towards the right.
Maybe you've got the hand on the floor, so you'll just straighten the leg there. Hold it there now, 1 minute. Breathing in. Now, think about this left femur bone, the top of that left leg now. Can you squeeze the legs towards each other and squeeze that left femur bone into your left hip? Can the right hip open more and your left rib cage move to the right side more? Hold it there, breathing in and out through your nose, letting the breath help you to relax in this pose. Looking down if your neck starts to hurt. As you look down, can you see, are your fingertips going white because you're putting so much pressure into your hands? For the last breath, could you reach your arm up and over your head? And this is all options. You can come in and out, do what feels good. Then looking down, right hand comes down. You can bend into that left leg. Left foot moves over to the left and front foot to the back. Woof. Go for it, elbows brush the rib cage. Inhaling to lift yourself up. Exhaling to taking yourself up and back. Wiggle it out, do what you need. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's keep going, step your feet together. Lift your right leg up. Heel into bottom, open up the hip. Bring your right knee into your nose, slot your foot inside the hands. It's an inhale to lift yourself up. Exhale to drop down into warrior two. Adjust that front foot. Good. Nice. Inhale, right hand forwards and then reach it back. Reverse the warrior. Right hand either inside right foot or forearm to thigh. Left fingers to the sky. Come triangle pose. Maybe right hand onto the shin. Reach left arm up and over your head. Look down. Bend into your front knee. Left hand comes down. Right hand reaches forwards. You're going to stand onto your right leg. Lift your left leg. You can have your hands on a block here if you need. Turn your left toes towards the left side by stacking your left hip on top of the right. Maybe take your left hand up to the sky. Yeah, you can always keep the left hand on the floor, but while we're here in half moon, try and lift that left leg a little bit higher. You could have a bend in your right leg, and it's perfectly fine to come in and out of this pose. Yeah, it's a massive pose. Hold though, if you can. 1 more minute if you wobble. Sorry, not 1 more minute. We've already done half a minute, half a minute. Breathe slow and steady. Do what you can. Take 1 more long, slow breath and then we're there. Excellent, guys. Lower the left hand down. Keep your left leg lifted if you can, that last little bit. I know the right leg's talking. And then we'll lower the left foot next to the right. Have a bend in your knees if you need. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. Breathe out and fold forwards. Have your knees bent so you can feel your belly on your thighs. Roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Push your palms together, lift your arms up. And then exhale, fold forwards, hinge from your hips. Hands to the floor, breathe in, lift the head and chest up. Okay, I know you're tired, but how lightly can you jump or step your feet back? Vinyasa, go with your flow. Yes, nice guys, you're doing great. Looking good from here. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Enjoy your down dog. You know what's coming. Step your feet together. Left leg to the sky. Keep the leg straight and then bend the knee. Open up the hip. So as the exhale, bring your knee into your nose. The inhale to lift your arms up. Exhale into your warrior two. Well done. Keep it going. Walk your front foot forwards. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Left arm up and over your head. Forearm onto thigh, exhale. Or hand inside front foot. And then into your triangle. Twist the chest towards the right. Take the right arm up and over your head. Look down. Bend into your front knee. Right hand down. Left hand forwards. Pick your back heel up. Step onto your left leg. Good. Lift the right leg up. Left fingertips into the floor. Can you stack your right hip on top of your left now? Have your right toes turning to the right. Lift the leg up higher. If you're feeling balanced, right fingers to the sky. Micro bend in that left leg is fine. Maybe you need a block underneath your left hand. We're here for another half a minute. So let the breath lull you into a relaxed place in this pose. Your half moon. Try not to let the right leg move to the left side of the mat. Be brave. See if you can lift a little bit higher through that right hip. 10 more seconds. Whoops, I've fallen. And then when you're ready, right hand comes down. Keep the right leg lifted for a moment. And then lower right foot to the left with a sigh. Breathe in, lift the head and chest up. Breathe out, fall forwards. Can you feel the rib cage on your thighs here? And relax the back of the neck as much as you can. Start to roll your way up. Last thing to come up is the head. Press your palms together, lift your arms up. And then exhale, forward hinge from your hips. Hands to the floor, breathe in, lift your head and chest up. Breathe out, hands down, jump, float, step your feet back. You can always miss this bit as well. Going through your vinyasa. Doing what feels good. Nice big breath in through your nose. Open mouth and exhale, let it go. Okay, just before we go into our balance, lower the knees, big toes touching, back into your wide leg child's pose. I know you're probably, well, I'm certainly feeling it, so I'm sure that you must be as well. Quite a big thing to do, get into those poses and be there for 1 minute, especially on a Saturday morning. They're going to be energized and full of beans after today's class for sure. Right, we have got the legs ready, all stretched in all directions, strengthened in the deepest, darkest parts. Okay, so let's start to lift yourself back up. Bring your knees together, come onto all fours. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, find that downward dog shape. Step your feet together, breathe in as you lift your right leg up, heel to bottom, open up the hip. Right knee into nose, slot your foot inside the hands. Come up into your high lunge. Okay, this time bring your hands heart center. Lower your body over your right leg. Keep drawing your right hip back. Yeah. Come up onto your right leg, so you're just balancing on your left toes, and then start to lift your left leg up into your warrior three. Now keep a bend in your right leg. Breathe in and out through your nose. Bend your right leg a lot. And then try and straighten it. Good. Try that one more time. Bend your right leg a lot. And then try and straighten it. Good. Big move now. Bring your left knee into your chest. Come up to standing, hugging the left knee in. Squeeze it in. Hold it there, don't worry if you wobble. Bring your left sole of the foot to your inner right thigh, hands heart center. We're going to be here for 1 minute. Now, if it's too high, drop it below your knee. If your balance isn't there today, drop the toes onto the floor. If you have got balance today,
Why not try closing your eyes? But let the breath flow in and out through your nose. Feel the strength that you've created in your right leg. You feel the whole of your right foot. Enjoy the stillness after the movement. So breaths in and out through your nose. For the last breath, could you reach your arms forwards and then lift your chest towards your hands. Hold it there. One more breath. And then exhale, bringing the hands down. Left knee comes in. Extend your left leg all the way to the back of the mat. Try and touch the toes all the way at the back of the mat. Hands down, front foot to the back. Shake out that right foot if it needs it. And elbows brush the rib cage. Inhale, lift head and chest up. You can always skip this bit, guys. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips. Good. Step your feet together. Left leg to the sky. Heel into bottom, open the hip. That's it. Then bring your knee into your nose, pop your foot inside the hands. Come up, high lunge. So we've been here a few times now. Bring your hands heart center. And then start to lay your chest over the front leg. Yeah. Now squeeze your left hip back and your right hip forwards, like you're pushing your feet towards each other. Step onto your left foot, hover the right toes onto the floor, and then lift the right leg up. Okay, so find your warrior three. Drop your right hip, feel the stretch through the left leg. Well done. Bend the left leg if you can, and then straighten it. One more time, bend the left leg, and then straighten it. Big move, bring your right knee into your chest. Oof. And then sole of the foot can go inner left thigh. If that's not possible, below the knee. If that's not possible, toes on the floor. We're here for 1 minute. And don't worry, I have been timing these minutes, so they're not minutes I've made up. Breathing in and out. Maybe you've got your balance perfect today, so you're going to close your eyes. Can you get taller through the crown of the head? Imagine now you're lifting up through your feet. It's like the arches of the feet are lifting up, the pads and the heels pressing down. Breath in and out through your nose. For balance, it might help to push your right foot into the inner left thigh there. That helps me sometimes. And it's fine to come in and out. Yeah, shake out whatever you need to shake out. Last breath, reach your arms forwards. I know you can't see me. And then draw your chest forwards. Yeah. One more breath. Good. And then this is the most challenging bit. Hands heart center. Bring your right knee in. And then start to extend the leg all the way back. And try and hover your toes off the floor for as long as you can. Toes touch down, hands touch down, front foot to the back. Vinyasa, or not. Good. I said you got a little bit of a sweat on here, so hopefully you're feeling that too. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Slot your right foot just outside your right hand. So let's make the most of these nice warm legs. Lower the left knee to the floor. Fingertips onto the floor. Draw the head and chest forwards. Bending into your left leg. Reach the right hand back to catch hold of your left foot. Might be too much, guys, so you just choose if that feels like a good place for you to go or not. Turn your right foot onto its side, and then we try and sink the hips down. Releasing the left leg, right foot flat. Come back onto your left knee. Wiggle your right foot more to the center of the mat. Inhale, chest towards the toes. Exhale,
Lay over the front leg. You could come onto your fists. Maybe this next option is a possibility for you. Right leg slides forwards, or you stay where you were. Breathing in and out through your nose. Yes, it's perfectly fine to stay in the pose before. Yeah, but I am giving options for those who need to go a little bit deeper so that they can feel the stretch. Push down through the fists and then bring your right leg back in as hard, as elegantly as you can. It's not so easy. And let's go for the other side. Left leg to the sky, heel into bottom, open the hip, and we slop the left foot outside your left hand. Okay. Lowering the right knee to the floor. It's nice to try and get that extension through your spine first. Yeah, before you go anywhere. Good. Yeah. You can push down through your right hand, bring your left leg in, right leg in, and then reach back, catch hold of the right foot. I like to push the foot into my hand and then think about spinning my body to the left. Can turn the left foot onto its side, and then I alternate with bringing the heel into my bum, getting quad stretch. Yeah, see what's nice for you. Just make sure you're not on top of your right knee. You want to slide that knee back a little bit more, probably. That's it. Yes, good. Lovely, guys. And when you're ready, releasing the right leg. Come back onto your right knee. Wiggle your left foot over to the center. Left toes to the sky. Nice. Stretching the hamstring there. Breathing in. Option to stay here or hands into fists. Sliding the leg forwards. If you're getting deeper, but not quite there yet, slide the left leg as far as you can. Tuck your back toes and lift the back knee. Some people just need to go a little bit deeper to feel the stretch. So remember that when you're comparing yourself to someone else, if they're a little bit further in the pose, it's because they need to go there to feel the stretch. Yeah, not that it's better than you. It's all about where can I go to feel the stretch. So for me to feel it, I have to come down to here. It's not that this is better than you, because you're feeling the stretch wherever you are. So remember that. Pushing into the fist, somehow bringing that left leg back in. And then lowering the knees to the floor, sitting onto your heels. Well done. Fall onto one side and extend your legs all the way out in front. Breathe in, lift your arms up. Last hamstring stretch, just fall forwards now. See how that feels. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Hands can be on the shins here. As long as we're nice and neutral spine, so how your spine would be if you were standing rather than hunching into it. That might mean that you're lifted like this. Arms reach forwards now, start to point your toes and tuck your tail round your back. And we'll lower down onto the mat. A little bit of a back bend, feet flat by your bum. Maybe you can use your fingertips just to feel your heels. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly draws back, push through your feet, lift your hips up. And this might be a good place for you. Or you want to go a little bit higher, fingers towards the shoulders. Push down and squeeze the chest away from your feet. Coming down whenever you want, lowering the spine down, and then hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Is there a certain pose that you would like to finish with today? You can always take plow.
You could always just be here, or you could take your twist. So I allow you to choose what would your last pose be. Yeah, maybe a headstander or a handstander. Maybe would like to go back to one of the stretches that we did. So just taking a little cue from your body. What is it that your body needs for this last moment? And in your own time, making your way into Shavasana. That was a tough practice, guys. So really let every muscle just relax here. Yeah, and there's no rush, because you can always just continue after I finish here. But let your toes fall to the side, let your eyes soften, let your face relax, let your jaw relax. Feeling proud of everything that you've achieved. Just getting up, getting on your mat was a massive achievement. Just getting used to technology is an achievement. But you also stuck through the whole class, listening to your body, adjusting, adapting, doing your best. As always, if you have got longer and you can stay in Shavasana a little bit more, then do that. Otherwise, start to move your toes and move your fingers. Maybe a big breath in to reach your arms above the head, doing that lovely full body stretch. And rolling to the right hand side into a fetal shape, yeah? No worries, no rush. Keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape, or sitting facing the camera, maybe not the front. Bring your hands to the heart center, thumbs into your chest bone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Namaste, have a beautiful day. Nice to see you, Sarah. Have a lovely day, guys. I shall see you soon. I hope you liked 1 minute holds.